Thanks, Dylan. Thanks very much for that lovely presentation, and for helping us to understand about GISMA Business School and the program and why Germany and why GISMA Business School. Yes, we have questions, and that comes as a part of the Decoding University webinar. So
Yes.
I'll be asking few questions, and there'll be questions in the chat box also, which I'll be taking them up, if that's okay with you. Right?
Sounds excellent.
So, first, basically, GISMA, the benefit is it's a public university. It's the courses are in English, so you don't have to learn German language to do these courses. The program, AMBA Accreditation, which is a top accreditation, which allows students who have 3 years of work experience to do an MBA and take the benefit. And you have career services and everything. You have German classes. Now, the fact which basically students basically have problem is how easy or difficult it is to transit when basically you are moving from India to Germany, because the fear of language is mostly there. You said basically, it's not required, and your GISMA's business school will provide German classes. But do students need to prepare for German language to start with?
Okay, that's a really good question. And actually, this is one of the most frequently asked questions by parents and students both. So to be frank with you and to be open to you, see, you don't need to know the language at all, because all our programs are done in English, right? So while studying, you will not face any issue. But as you know, see, students will be working part-time to get more exposure in the country. And obviously, after the studies, they have a 18-month post-study work visa also. So knowing the language will obviously help you. It will help you grow. It will help you. And see, knowing another language will always help you build your personality also. So we have students down from China. We have students from different countries who do not know English also, in fact. But they still survive. They do well. They're doing very, very well right now, in fact. And again, to explain this to you in a nutshell, knowing the language will really help you. Like even in India, so suppose if I'm from Maharashtra, knowing Marathi will help me get my work done faster. If I'm in Punjab, knowing Punjabi will help me. If I'm down in South, obviously, if Hindi will not help me at all. I will need to know either English or their language. That's it. So that's how it works across the world. So over here, it's the same. Knowing English, you will survive, you will do well, you will excel. But if you know the local language over there, obviously you will have an upper hand against your colleagues. So for example, if you're working somewhere, say full time after your course, if you have 10 colleagues from India, and say if you're the only one who knows German language, obviously you'll have an upper hand to get a promotion, you'll get better projects, your communication skills with your clients will be better, you'll understand their needs better. So it's an overall positive sign knowing about an additional language. However, it's not compulsory, to be frank with you.
Perfect. So very well answered. Learning German language from India can be an advantage for you, because
Yes.
when you're going there, you know the local language, so you will be able to communicate at least basic. You will not be lost. That's second. Basically, what Dylan said is basically when the employers basically see that you know English and German language, you are at an advantage. So your chances of employability also increases. So it's definitely a plus point. And GISMA Business School provides the basic German language, and if you want to learn more, then they will guide you to those higher courses for a fee. So that is also available. So there is a question from Karen which says basically, during the studies, are students allowed to do part-time work?
Yes. So during your studies, you're eligible on a student visa. You're eligible to work part-time, like 20 hours a week. After your studies, once you get your post-study work visa, then you're allowed 40 hours a week. So the minimum wages in Germany also ranges, say, from $9 and it goes up to 15, 20, depending on where you're working, what you're working for. Okay. So even if you catch minimum 10 euros an hour, and if you're working for 20 hours a week, it is a good amount of money. So if you can multiply into 4 weeks, you can actually manage your living expenses through that. And plus, you also have a blocked account, which you can periodically withdraw from the money from there. That will also help you. So it's a very stress-free environment when you're studying over there.
Right. So you mentioned that the overall accommodation and living costs compared to most other countries are very cheap when you apply for Germany. what I want to know is, since the part-time job has come up, how easy or difficult it is to get the job. Do GISMA help in getting part-time jobs? And can student manage part-time job and studies? Also, basically, within how much period of time the student can get the part-time job to start with? I'll just cover that part-time job first.
Yes. So see, getting a job is basically, it depends on you, how you approach is, how you interview, what job are you seeking. So it all depends on you. Like I said, the employment rate itself in Germany is 97.5%. So that speaks volumes. So there are a lot of job opportunities. And I also mentioned one more point is that today I read an article wherein there are 1.7 million jobs available. So getting a job, see, it is tough in any part of the world, but it depends on your dedication. If you are well dedicated, you apply well, I'm sure you'll get a job. And plus, when it comes to assistance from GISMA, we have a lot of internships and jobs available inside the universities also. So there are a lot of students who do internships under a professors, or no, not only internships, you can also approach a professor because see, they already have industry connects. They already speaking to such well-established people and speakers from the industries like MDs, CEOs, VPs and all that. So plus we have a dedicated career center team, which already has updates of what are the availabilities of jobs in the market. So it's not easy or not tough to get a job, but it all depends on you. Students who say, okay, let me wait for a month, let me enjoy, then I'll search for a job. Then what happens is they start panicking, because to do anything, there's a process, right? You first need to understand the environment. You need to understand how it works. You need to understand what is the thinking. You need to understand what is their culture. Then you will fit properly in their place, right? But if you don't do that in the initial days, then it becomes a little tough. So my advice is, I know that it's a new environment. People would like to roam around, see the country. You will once you get your PR, I'm sure you'll roam in the entire EU also. But don't miss out on the small things which are really important, and especially see the job. Besides earning, it will help you develop your personality and your skills. In fact, your language also. So I think 20 hours a week is not a big ask. And when it comes to managing your academics, that's your studies and your job, our timetable is such that we have classes for 12 hours a week. So it will either be 3 days or maximum 4 days a week. So it becomes really easy to manage your job and your part-time work. It is not tough at all. If you get a job on the campus, then nothing like it. You will not need to travel also. Plus, you'll have an upper hand because you know the internal staff and everything over there. So it becomes easier for you to get things done. So I think that should be a first priority: reaching out to the professors, to the internal staff, searching for an internship or a job availability. Okay, if not, reach out to the placement service team. They will surely help you out. Plus, there are so many students already on campus who are working part-time. You will surely something will crack from there also.
Perfect. Karen, in Germany, if you are completing your degree from a public university, you are allowed to work for 18 months. Post-study work is available. So your post-study work. But related to post-study work, you also mentioned there is a career service, because the resume that we make and the resume that they have are quite different. And you also help with interview preparations and finding companies, and those are services which are very, very important. And you mentioned around 4 months, within 4 months, most of the students get placement. Most important, you also mentioned that in Germany is a developed country and the unemployment rate is around 2%. 97% is the employment rate. So it's around 2% is the unemployment rate, which is very low. So that what it means is mostly all will get jobs if you are sincere, if you are committed to your study and to what you want to achieve in your life. Am I right?
Yeah, 100% right. You won't believe I have students who are just joining now in the September intake. They are 49 and 47 years of age. So they hold good positions at Tata's over here, but they wanted to build their career. So they are going to Germany now. They got their visa within a month. I myself was surprised, because age 49, being a student, applying for a student visa is a challenge, because we don't know what the embassy will think about it, right? But without any interviews, they got their visa, and I was surprised because within a month is tremendous. Both the students were so happy. They have my first number to be frank with you, and they keep calling me like for help and assistance and all that. Like if you see age-wise, personality-wise, the work they're doing, the experience they have is tremendous. But the learning phase never ends. And coming back to the topic, I'm sure everybody will enjoy. If people who are already established in the industry are seeking a better future and taking the pain of doing this, I'm sure at our age as students, it's not nothing for us. You will not even know when 1 year or 2 year passes.
Wow. What you said was very inspiring, because most universities don't take students when they are in 40s, because they worry that even if they take the admission, probably visa will not go through.
Yes.
So there is a fear. So there are constraints, and whereas GISMA, as GISMA Business School is open to basically students who have good profile and who are even in 40s can apply. Probably age is not a limit, and if your profile is good, then you mentioned it that both the students got the visa, which is very good, because some countries, like basically I specifically mentioned Canada, because it's very, very difficult to get visas if your age is in 40s. So
And the visa process is becoming better now in Germany. I know during the COVID there was a little bottleneck, not little, in fact a lot of bottleneck, and not only Germany, it's the entire European nations. I know that, but it's getting better now. Over the last 3 months, I've seen so many visas coming out. I've seen the visa appointments getting better. Now that they're planning to implement APS, it is going to get very, very streamlined, very streamlined. And I'm sure the future intakes student will not face an hassle. Because see, for admissions, it hardly takes us a week to process your letters, to process your academics, to verify them and give you an offer. But the visa process is an external factor which is not in our hands, nor the university. We cannot interfere, nor the student, nor the agent. But if that gets better, there's nothing like it. There will be a hassle-free process of applying for admissions, getting your visa done, and traveling to Germany. It will become tremendously smooth.
Perfect. You have mentioned that bachelors are of you have not mentioned about a lot of the program options that are available in bachelors, in masters, in MBA. So if you can let us know what all options are available in that.
Okay, so I purposely actually didn't listen because I want clear the basic doubts, and then I wanted to address. Then I wanted to get on the point wherein I tell them about the programs and all that, because I understand program spread is important, but don't worry, we cover almost everything over here. So coming to the programs, we have the Global MBA, which is a 1 year program. It's accredited by AMBA, like I told you. It's one of the best programs a working professional can do. Seriously speaking, like for example, there are only 6 universities who got this accreditation in Germany, so it's really, really, really good. If I see any profile with 3 years board experience, I straight away tell them please go for the Global MBA. Okay. Besides that, we have a lot of master's programs by GISMA, Hochschule means a state registered university in German language. Okay, so we have a lot of programs by GISMA, Hochschule. We also have a lot of master's programs by our partner universities, that's Kingston and ULaw, University of Law. And by Hochschule, we again have bachelor programs. So to start off, I'll tell you the bachelor programs. So we have a bachelor in data science, AI, and digital business, which is a hybrid program, a really, really good program. Because if you see, colleges normally have either data science or machine learning or digital businesses or something in management. This is a hybrid program which none of the colleges or very few colleges in Germany have it, where you learn all three together. Because see, if you're an IT student, learning only data science doesn't make sense. You need to know how to use the tools to crunch data, and you also need to know how to make sense of that data, right? So that's why we have this hybrid program, which is data science, AI. AI is the tools, and digital businesses is how you present the data to make sense and benefit your organization. Next, we also have a program that's called International Business Management, one of the flagship programs, tremendous. And why I say flagship is because see, Germany is like, and especially Berlin, is like the hub. It's the startup capital of the world. There are so many companies over there who's got their headquarters, but they have their branch offices across the globe, right? So international business management prepares a student to get into a managerial role wherein you're based in Germany in the head office, but you know about the laws, about the culture, about the ethics, about the people mindset, how to manage them, how to take better decisions. So it all teaches you about that. So international business management also is a really, really good program. Okay, besides that, we also have a program that says business management, and then you can specialize in multiple fields like cybersecurity, project management, finance, HR, and a couple of more. Okay, so this also helps you because this also is partly like a hybrid program. You're not only learning about project management, for instance, you're also learning about business management. So your first 2 semesters will be about management, and then you will specialize into a specific field like project management or cybersecurity or something. So this also is something unique because see, people do engineering, they do project management, or they do whatever, and then they get into a job. But then learning how to manage people, getting into a managerial role also needs some level of education, right? So that's where this programs come in the picture. So it's business management, and you specify and you specialize in one of these fields. Very helpful. We have a similar program. We have these 3 similar programs in masters also. That's MSc in IBM, International Business Management, MSc Data Science, AI and Digital Business, MSc in Business Management, where you can specialize in cybersecurity, project management, trading, marketing, finance, lot of HR, lot of opportunities. Okay. Besides that, we also have a program which is MSc in leadership. Like I said, Germany is the startup capital of the world. So there are a lot of students who get placed in the startup for a good remuneration, but you need that innovative edge for them to grow around. So innovation and leadership management also is a program which will really help you do better. Especially students who want to start their own businesses later, either in Germany or come back to India, grow your business or start a new business. This program is very helpful. Will really help you. Besides, these are the programs that we offer at GISMA Hochschule. That's the state registered university, and these are all based in Potsdam. Potsdam is about 30 to 40 minutes away from Berlin, which is the capital, and it's not too far. The place is extremely good. The weather is good. The population is very mixed. There's no racism at all. Very friendly environment. Traveling also is not a hassle. Okay. Then besides these programs at Hochschule, we also have our partner university program, which is based in Berlin. Okay, so the programs are by University of Law. That's MSc in Strategic Business Management, MSc in Finance, MSc in Marketing, MSc in Cybersecurity, MSc in HRM, that's Human Resource Management. We've got an MSc in Trading and Investment again over here. So there are a lot of programs that we offer. Yeah. So anyone has questions related to the programs that we offer? Anything specific to the program that you're interested in?
Dominic Savio for Masters in Computer Science. He wants to know about computer science or IT or cyber security. So he is looking in master's program. So he wants to know whether Dominic's German language is not required. German proficiency is not required. If you learn German language from India, it will be an advantage. Otherwise, the GISMA provides basic German language course free. So he wants to know about MSc and IT related, basically, I guess he mentioned about cyber security.
Yes. Okay. So for the IT field, we have programs wherein we got cybersecurity. So we've got 2 programs in cybersecurity. One is just the basic cybersecurity, and we also have a program that is the business management, and you specialize in cybersecurity, which is a more beneficial program. Okay. Besides that, for IT students, we also have the data science program. Okay. If you asked, we have the computer science, and we also have a software engineering program. So it's a very well spread. You can see all our curriculum. You can see the modules that are offered in the program, and you can decide accordingly what's best suited for you.
Okay. If a student has an MBA in HR or finance, can he apply for MSc in finance or business analytics? If he's already having a master's degree, can a student apply for a master's again?
Yes. You can obviously apply, but see, from a college point of view, we will not. There is no hindrance at all. We will just check your academic credentials. We will verify your documents, and we proceed with the admission process. But the challenge comes in when you go to the embassy. Because the embassy wants students who want to study. If you already done a master's and you want to do a master's again, they will be a bit confused. The question will be like, you already have this qualification, why do you want to do it all over again? So here what happens is you will have to write your recipe or your motivation letter in such a way that you convince the embassy and they don't have this doubt. If this is clear, there's no hindrance at all. You can do multiple masters. After coming there to Germany, you can do 2 more masters, don't worry. But see, the main thing is that the embassy actually verifies all this. I've seen a lot of students being questioned, and the students actually are, see, if you want to study, you will not have to prepare for this. You already have the answers ready, right? You just need to frame them properly and give your point of view to the embassy. That's it. Because everybody knows that, see, even now, even though I've done a master's, I still keep doing diploma courses, certification courses, and all that. So I know I need to upgrade my skills. Similarly, everybody goes through the same process. So don't worry, you can do multiple masters. Only thing is, be ready to answer the embassy. Be prepared with your recipe. Make it a very strong recipe. This question should not come in their mind. That's it.
Perfect. You mentioned about English proficiency. I also saw that there was a waiver. So a few questions on English proficiency. One, is Duolingo test acceptable? One, that's the question. Second, can student get English waiver based on either English course, or what is there any criteria to get an English waiver from GISMA Business School?
The English waiver. So see, till this week, you won't believe, we actually used to accept MOIs. That's what do you say? That's
Medium
just
of instruction.
University giving, yeah, medium of this letter the university gives you, which specifies that your language that your course was taught in English. That's it. But we actually stopped it from yesterday onwards, and the reason why we've stopped it is because the German visa rules are going to change very soon, and we are just being prepared in advance for it. So to be frank with you, APS is going to be implemented, wherein only IELTS and TOEFL is going to get accepted, nothing else. So MOIs we were expecting till yesterday. This now also we are accepting, but we know that for the future intakes the embassy will not accept it. So that's why we are also updating our standards of the year. So for us, if you have an MOI, you should take an interview just to confirm that you know English. That's just an English language interview. But now going forward, I'm so sorry, because Germany is getting strict. We have to upscale, and we also have to, what we say, match with the visa requirements. If we accept MOI and give you an admission, but the embassy rejects it, it doesn't make sense, right? If you're already doing an IELTS or a TOEFL for the embassy, this thing, why not give it also for the admissions? So that's the point of it.
Perfect. Makes sense. We all work for the success. So it's not about just getting admission. We want that all students should get the visa. So the universities also look at that point of view when they are issuing admission letters, because they also want that maximum of their students should get the visa. So perfect. You have already answered this, that you don't organize campus recruitment, but you have a career service, you have speakers from the industry with whom you are well connected, you get them to speak at your campus. So networking skills are easily available. How other way do you help students in getting jobs through the career service?
Through the career service?
Yeah.
So see, the career service is not just one person, it's a network of people. And it's a network of people who are not studying, they already well established, they already have jobs. It's just that they're helping us out, they're working with GISMA also. So that is a secondary way wherein students get information of what job availabilities are there in the market. Plus our team is there to guide them, groom them, take mock interviews, build the resume as per the employee's expectation. So these are all small things that really help the student. And getting a job, and see, when I say that maximum students get a job within the 3 months, we have so many students who get a job within the first 2-3 weeks also. So it's not, don't take 3 months into calculation. See the minimum time and the average time also. So average time you can say is about a month to 1.5 months for a job, which is fair enough. Even in India, if you search for a job, it takes time, right? It takes time for you to search a job, then it takes time for the interviews to happen. It takes time for the offer to come. And once your offer is confirmed, then we say that, okay, you got a job. So it takes time. And I think, don't need to fear about the job availability, because Germany, like I said, is a startup capital. Recently, Tesla has opened up, like not even a year back. Now we have Tata opening up about 6-8 months back. And that too, Tata has approached us. We've had so many sessions with the Tata management also at our campus. They are also looking into signing an MOU This is official off the camera, sorry, off the record. So they're also looking at signing an MOU for internship, but we're still looking to those avenues. So I would not commit that I can give you a job. It all depends on your capability, your hard work. We will assist you, but I cannot give you a job as per se, right? So that's how we work over here, yes.
No universities abroad guarantees jobs. Take it.
Yeah.
Okay, no university, even Harvard, Stanford, Princeton, Yale doesn't guarantee any job. So it is.
They might have placements, but they cannot give you a job. You have to, even in the placement, this thing, you have to go over there and appear for the interview at the campuses. That's the only difference.
So you don't offer PhD, that we know. Now, do you offer some scholarship, merit-based scholarships, deed-based scholarship? Is there any opportunity for students to apply for scholarship? And how much is your tuition fees?
Oh, yes, I'll come. So I'll tell you that. So see, so especially now that we're having this event, if any student applies for the January intake in the coming 15 days or coming week, I can give them an early bird discount. It depends on the program that they are opting for. For example, the master's program has a scholarship between 20 to 25%, which is quite huge. Because if you see, our fee for the 2-year program is 20,000 euros, and 20% is quite a big amount on that, right? So it helps the student. It's like about 4,000 euros. It helps the student. 4,000 euros. If you see, if you say just for ease of calculation, if you say 500 euros is your monthly expense over there, with 4,000 euros you can survive for at least 4 or 5 months over there. It's a very big blessing. And if you convert it to Indian currency, it's about almost 3.5 lakhs. So it's a good discount. Secondly, for bachelors, our scholarships and discounts vary from 20% and goes up to 35%. Yeah. So the fee structure for a bachelor's is for any program is about 10,500 euros per year. It goes up to 31,500 euros for 3 years. But imagine if you get a 35% scholarship, you're actually getting a scholarship of about 11,500 euros. 11,500 euros is almost 11 lakh rupees. So it's a very beneficial scheme that we're having. And scholarships are based on various factors. So let me just finish with the early bird discount. So see, the early bird discount will be available for the next 15 days for anybody, Richard. This is especially for you. So anybody sending in their application in the next 15 days, I will tell my team to process an early bird discount. So we don't need to get into the hassle of processing scholarships, taking approvals, checking the documents, seeing what percentage the scholarship can we give the student. Over here, it's a flat discount. So if you're a master student, you might get either 20 or 25% flat, depending on the program. If you're a bachelor student, you might get 20, 25, 30 or 35% flat, depending on the program. Okay. Coming to scholarships, then what happens is you have to submit your scholarship form. We will verify your documents. We will check your SOP. We will check your academics. We will see what level of scholarship you are eligible for, and we will try and give you the maximum scholarship. So we have different scholarships. Like we have the scholarship for entrepreneurs. We have a scholarship for based on academics. We have scholarship for women. We have principal scholarship. We have different scholarships. So we will evaluate your profile, and based on wherein you're getting the maximum scholarship, we will process that for you. But that's a risk. So wherein I say like an early bird discount might be say 35% flat. Over here it ranges up to 35%. So you might get even 10% or 20% or 15%. So it's a loss, right? Not a loss as per se, but it's a loss as compared to the early bird discount. Perfect. But don't worry, scholarship is available for everybody. The stronger the profile, the higher the amount. That's it.
Perfect. So this is very important that if you are going to apply through EACC, that is through Education Abroad Counseling Center, you are eligible for early bird discount for the first 15 days. So avail this opportunity, reach out to other counselor, send your documents, and we'll be happy to process. In case you are in WhatsApp group, you contact the admin and we will have a Zoom one-on-one meeting for you and get your documents, and will help you to get admission at GISMA Business School. And it's a good scholarship, when you're talking about this scholarship and saving any amount when you're studying about, if you're talking about 20,000 euros, you deduct basically 4,000 euros, 16,000 euros becomes a good amount, basically, where you can afford and save a good amount of money because of just applying early and without worrying about the other scholarship. The other scholarships are also there. In case you want to avail that, then also you can reach out to us and we will try to basically see how you can get those scholarships. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you very much for that.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And one more thing is that, see, I'm sure most students actually avail study loan to process this. And if you compare the level, what do you say, the level of expenses studying in a good college in India, and if you compare the level of expenses at studying in GISMA, which is also a good college, obviously, in Germany, it's almost same. In fact, Germany, you'll find it cheaper. Like a program at SPJ in India will cost you nothing less than 15 to 20 lakhs, right? But over
Right.
here, your program fee, it's like the MBA, after the scholarship, if it drops down to about 14,500 euros, because the MBA is about 18,000 euros for the 1 year program. So after the scholarship, if it drops down to 14,500 euros, it's about 13 lakhs out of the year, right? So you're studying in Germany, you're getting 1.5 year post-study work visa. You'll get a better remuneration after you complete your course, a better life, a better quality of life, better companies over there. Everything is better, but the cost is cheaper. So these all things you have to factor all this when you're calculating. So a good college in India will obviously charge you that much. But see, like if I compare like apple to apple, if you see SPJ will charge you about nothing less than 18 to 20 lakhs a year. Okay. That's fully doing it in India. But you're within I think 15 lakhs you're going to study in Germany. So it's a big blessing. And if you study in Germany and come back to India with the same degree, it will hold a lot of value.
Perfect. Absolutely. Plus, you have this option of getting 18 months of post-study work. So even if you want, you can take that benefit and then come back to India or come directly or after post, if the company is ready to employ you. And if you are having Germans, you can stay back for longer period. So all options are available. There is a interesting question basically. You know, GISMA offers online program. And you mentioned that in case student doesn't get the visa is delayed, the student can take the online option. So in case somebody wants to take the online option and doesn't want to travel to Germany, or basically the visa is denied and the student wants to complete the entire program in India, is such option available?
Yes, it is available. So see, we have two modes of what we say of programs. So online, offline is the mode of studying, but we have two modes of programs also. We have a program that's called on campus, wherein you can study online and offline both. Depends on your what we say availability or how it works out for you. So, for example, even if you're in Germany, you can study online. We don't mind it, but attendance is mandatory. That's one thing we're very strict about. Okay. The main reason why we started this online mode, the hybrid mode, is because during COVID we understood the need for this. Students and people, and not only students, everybody was scared to come out of the houses because COVID was very infectious. No one had a cure at that time, and we didn't want studies to get affected. So through that, through this, what do you say, learning, we started the hybrid model, wherein online and offline were both there. We had students and professors coming to college. We had students and professors also doing online also. So it was a blessing for everybody. Secondly, so this is the on-campus mode I'm talking about. So in this mode, you're eligible for the 18 months post-study work visa. Whenever you get your visa, you can travel to Germany. Before you get your visa, you can study over here online. And once you go over there, you can go on campus or online both. The second option that we have is only online. You don't get a post-study work visa. Okay. The fee for the program is a fraction of the normal fee, but you don't get a post-study work visa. You cannot travel to Germany. Your entire program is only in online mode, and all the programs are for a two-year duration. There's no 1 year option in this. Okay. So you learn a lot. You'll upscale your skills and everything. But then the only drawback is that you cannot travel to Germany because you cannot apply for a student visa. That's it. Everything else is the same because the feel of studying online at GISMA, because of the technology that we've incorporated, the cameras that we've put a screen right in front of the professor. So it's the same. Don't worry about it. The feel is the same. Like if you're sitting in class and asking him a question, or even if you're asking him a question from your mobile phone, you will not feel that the professor is not attending to you, or you will not feel that he's not heard you out properly. The feel is the same. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. So when you said fraction of the cost for online, I would like to know what that fraction is.
So suppose like a yearly program, say for a master's is 10,000 euros, or 2 year programs 20,000 euros. This is common for all our master's programs. So if you're studying online over here in India without this, so instead of paying 10,000 euros a year, your fee will drop down to after the scholarships, it drops down to around 4,000 euros. So that's quite, it's like a 60% reduction in the fee. Yes.
So it's very important. Why? Because like for example, you do MBA from IIMs sometimes just for the to get that brand, to get networking skills with people who are already doing IIMs. So here also you can do it because you will get that networking, you will get that brand, and that will help you in your career growth for people who doesn't want to travel and who want to complete the entire program in India. That's absolutely very good. And Dominic, basically masters, I don't think you offer masters in computer science.
We do have a master's, just 1 second. We don't have masters in computer science, but we have an M engineering in computer science.
Okay.
So Dominic, does that sound good?
Yeah, so Dominic, there is a M engineering in computer science.
Awesome.
And what I want to say is it's a public university. You saw the accreditations. The degree is acceptable across Europe and across world. So don't worry about the degree, the degree is recognized, acceptable all across EU countries, and plus you are allowed to job. So can you tell us a little bit about the M engineering in computer science?
So these are the modules that we cover in our in the M engineering program. So it's a very comprehensive and it's a very good program. We've recently launched it also. And this program, since it's a new program, we have a higher scholarship also for this.
Okay. So Dominic, you can apply for it. So if you are interested, do get in touch with our counselors or do get in touch with me, and I'll be helping you out to apply for this program. And remember, there's an early bird discount. If you want to apply within 50 days, you will get a flat discount of 20%. Am I right? 20% to 35%.
20, for this program, it's in fact 25%.
Okay, 25%. Okay. So yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Richard. Sorry. And like I said earlier, like we don't have the traditional exam. So if you see the modules, if you see the last of year, see, it's more of researches, it's more of industrial visits, it's more of presentation, it's more of thesis. This is where we help you build your knowledge also, because you'll be interacting with the real world to conduct all this presentation, the thesis and all that. And it will actually help you grow, not only academically, because you will actually get first-hand knowledge of what's happening in the real situation. It makes you ready for a job, makes you more approachable in the real world. You will already have an understanding of what needs to be done, how you need to work and all that. So these programs actually benefit a lot of our students.
Perfect. You have nailed it, because why students go abroad? It's because I'm not criticizing India, but our education is theoretical based. So it's about how much you write and how much you score in your exams. And then we find that the industry says that you are not employable. So why you are going abroad? Because of the scientific thinking that is there, because of the research seminars, because of the master thesis, because you are going to think, you are going to apply, you are going to use the concepts, and this helps you to become more employable in the industry. So, and it's mentioned by Dylan in this module how it works. So thank you, Dylan, for all this. And any few basically last minute tips, USPs that you want to share with us for our students, so that it helps them to basically apply to GISMA Business School at the earliest?
See, I would only like to advise students is that it's really great to see you all on this call today, because this is the first step that you've taken towards building your future, building your career. I think it's more important that you take a step forward, reach out to the team, reach out to the church. They are really good. They will guide you accurately. Don't worry about that. I can trust that. And more importantly, see, submit an application. You know where you stand. You know what's happening. It's a step forward towards your future. Put in your application, whether you want to continue or discontinue, that depends on you. Put in an application. Look at what's going on. Do some research. Check out GISMA Business School. See what are your benefits, check out the German market, see what's happening. Because see, you're doing all this not just to move out of India, right? You're doing this to build a career, to build a better life in future. So it will not take you more than a week's time to do all this. And if you submit an application today, or say tomorrow, or whenever it is, we will take maximum of 5 to 7 working days to give you an offer. When you get an offer, you will actually feel thrilled because you will actually have that experience like, okay, I'm going to go to Germany. It will be like the first milestone that you reach, to be frank with you. Because before that, you only think about, okay, how will I do? How will I get things done? How will I arrange for funds? But once you get an offer in hand, things will start materializing. Please do take this first step. Reach out to the team, reach out to Richard, please. They will really help you build your future. And I've seen students really, they still are in touch. Like students who have passed out 3-4 years back also are in touch with us till now. It's not because we've helped them over there. It's just because they appreciate what we've done. And because they're doing well now. That's it. So thanks, guys. Thanks.
Dylan, sorry to interrupt. Basically, I have 2 questions that have come up, which I probably.
Yes, please.
One is basically how much time does it take for the PR after the student basically completes the program and gets into the job?
Okay. Hi, Karen. So Karen, it's a good question. So the PR process is how, once you complete your studies, you have to be in the country for at least 5 years. After you've been working there for 5 years, then you can apply for a PR. But there is a criteria. You need to know at least B1 level of German language. Yeah, and it's like an interview they take. You have to be fit for the SIG. It's not too tough, don't worry. But the tenure is 5 years. So it's like an interview they take after when you apply for a PR. You need to be eligible, you need to convince, and you get your PR. It's not tough, it's not easy. You just need to be confident.
Okay. So just adding to that question, do study period count in that 5 years, or is it 5 years of work experience?
5 years after your studies.
After your studies. Yes. Okay. So, and last question that basically I did not take is there any application fee that we have in the student has to pay?
So currently for the January intake, we've not kept any application fee. It's free for now. Because see, what we do is whenever we are approaching an intake and we're going for the next intake, we normally waive off the application fee for a certain limited time. That's about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum is 3 weeks to a month. So for now, we don't have any application fee, Richard, but I cannot commit that this is going to be free all the way along. For now, I can commit that for the next 15 days at least we will not have any application.
So 2 basically important things is, one, there is no application fee if you're going to apply within 50 days. And second is basically you will be eligible for early bird discount if you apply through us. Both things. So I hope many of us come to us and we give a lot of applications to you. Thanks a lot, Dylan, for all that information. Wonderful to have you, and have a good weekend.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for spending time and listening us out. I hope you have got the required information. If not, please do reach out to us. Any time of the week is okay. Don't worry about it.